Yeah, buddy.
100. But y'all know what it is, man. Late night pop up show. Chris over there bullshitting, throwing shit around the room. But been a long day, man. Been a long day. Um, as y'all know, I probably been dropping content. I probably dropped 3-4 videos today. I got one more in me because it's two topics that came up and one y'all saw. But Chris said, we got to talk about it and we want to see what the people think about it because me and Chris been talking about it about good 2 months that I don't think Kirk Cousins suits up for the Falcons anymore, period. And I'm going to stick to that. And that's my thought. And that's my personal opinion. But y'all know everybody just like a hole. Everybody got one. But Chris, tell the folk what's up right quick, man, before we get out of here, before we get this thing going.
Hey man, I know we said we wasn't gonna try to talk about old Kirko again, but here we are yet again. Hey man, how y'all doing, man? Come on in, man. Falcons talk, pop-up boys doing our thing. Shout out to Big John. How y'all doing? Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. What's going on with y'all, man? Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button because it definitely, helps me and Smitty get out there, on both of our channels. Smitty Sports Machine, and of course A1 Forever Sports. And so, man, we're gonna get into it real quick. What's good, family? How y'all doing?
And just like John said, man, we up late, man. Yeah, we up late because like I said, man, it's been a long day. Chris working all day and I'm running around town. Yeah, it's been a long day, man.
It definitely has a lot of stuff going on today.
Vontae, what's good, my guy? Kibu, Swisher Sweets, what's up, my guy? Mix City Masters, what it do? My boy Winston Thornton from the eye test, man. Y'all please go check out Winston on the eye test, man. Like you said, man, y'all smash that like button. Not press it, smash it.
Yeah, smash
it. Big John said, what's up, Winston? It's Falcon Nation, man. We try to stick together, man. So let's talk about Kirk Cousins, man. We didn't want to talk about it anymore, but hey, we here now. But Raheem Morris came out and said Kirk Cousins not gonna play versus the Lions, and as I said, told y'all already, been telling y'all, stay true. What's up, my guy? I've been telling y'all for the longest. I don't see Kirk Cousins suiting up for the Falcons again. Well, he'll suit up for the Falcons. He just won't hit the field. Uncle Lou, what's up, my guy?
What's going on, family?
But Kirk Cousins 6-3 last year. We know all about that. It was a good ride while it lasted. Pause. But his character.
You mean 6-3? Being 6-3?
No, I said pause. You take for
I'm saying about the the good times that we did have. I was like, you talking about when we were 6-3?
Yeah, but I mean, we could have kept it going, man. Because think about it. If we were 6-3 and Michael Penix came in, you hurt. And I think if Kirk Cousins tells us he hurt, Michael Penix comes in and backs him up, I think Kirk Cousins has a chance to come back. But since you delayed everything and you decided to lie and they felt like they couldn't trust you again, so now you had a dilemma to where Raheem probably thinking, if I put him in, it's a PR nightmare, even in the preseason game, because everybody want to see Mike Penix. We've all went to training camp and we seen what he can do last 3 games of the season. So now it's to the point where he can't even put him in the preseason game. Why? Because the media gonna eat it up and it's gonna be a distraction, and we don't need that right now. So we don't need any kind of distraction. Go ahead.
Yeah, we've already had enough of those, enough of distractions going on, man. The whole thing with me and Kirk, man, I don't necessarily need Kirk Cousins to play quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons ever again. I just needed him to stay ready on that sideline with the clipboard, or the iPad,
just in case.
You know what I'm saying, and just help out Michael Penix. I just really want him to be that extra set of eyes and ears for Michael Penix, and essentially his rookie season. That can be. I'm fine with that. I really am. So he doesn't have to play or anything like that. My thing is Kirk Cousins. If he knows he's right there next to Michael Penix, right, Smitty? So he knows. He would have told guys I'm gonna sit down and let Michael Penix go ahead and get this opportunity. He never would have got that
Appreciate it,
opportunity.
Jeffrey. Appreciate it, my brother.
Yes, sir.
But yeah. Go ahead, man. My bad. My
No,
bad.
I'm just saying, like we already know he would have never got that job back. Remember, even though they had construction and stuff like that going on at training camp, those players knew what was going on in training camp, in practice,
Right.
scrimmages, 7-on-7s, 11-on-11s. They already knew what was going on. They knew that it was something special about Michael Penix. And if that's another reason, if we would have seen that last year, we'd have been like, hey, Kirk's nice and all, but what's up with the Rook? So
Yeah,
it
but
just
you
no
paid him
way.
$62 million up front, so it really wasn't no way around that.
Right, it
So
was. But
I
he
need
wouldn't
you
go
to
get that job back if he would have said something around
no,
the if
no,
after
no,
for
no.
example, after the Denver game, if he would have came back to Atlanta and said, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go and sit down, mic you up," even from the Chargers game, because that Chargers game, the defense was different anyway. If we would have had
Yeah,
competent quarterback play, we win that
yeah,
game.
we win that game. Yeah, that pick six was the game that the clincher.
And now,
Man,
and then
it's
folks
the
talk about,
New Orleans game was another game. New Orleans
well,
game
I
was
mean,
another game.
that's the game that he got hurt in. So I mean, I guess you could have set him down late if you wanted to, but I don't think now in the New Orleans game, I wasn't mad about Kurt finishing that game regardless, just because he was already in it. The thing about it is, if Young Wei Koo can knock down 2 field goals, we still
We
can
in
win
that
that.
game.
So you
Yeah.
got that going. Denver, we just actually got smacked in the mouth.
Say New Orleans should have won that game. But as I
Yeah,
told y'all, that game was the turning point. You don't lose to a team that's lost 7 straight games and then come back mentally, mentally, and keep going in the right direction. And if it's going to be that, just in case, I mean, that's why I see it. If he just tells us he got hurt the Denver game, and he probably need to sit down, let his shoulder heal or whatever he hurt. And the crazy
he was
thing is, he popped up on it. He popped up on the injury report, and we didn't pay it any attention. But they knew what was going
yes, we
on.
did. We talked
I
about it.
mean,
We said why in the world.
we knew it, but they played it off like nothing was going on. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, I look at it like this: it was malpractice by everybody, and
agreed, Mills.
yeah, man, it is what it is at this point. At the end of the day, regardless, we still end up getting our quarterback, and we still end up having him about to start week 1. And it's crazy because people are like, you don't put him in against a Brian Flores defense. He about to see it anyway.
Right.
Week 2 in the same spot. So
In
I'm just
Minnesota.
like, that's what I said, in the same spot. So I'm like, regardless, it ain't like you hid him from it. Just like, like,
And
oh no,
the
it's
crazy
fine.
thing about it,
Kirk wouldn't have
the,
got that last hoorah if I was the coach. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not
the
trying
crazy
to. It would have been nothing personal. I'm just trying to win.
the crazy thing about it, Chris, as I just sit back and thought about it, and me and one of my relatives had this conversation the other day. I said we got screwed in the same way by 2 different people. That do 2 different things. Kirk Cousins started off well, fell off.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Lake, same exact thing. Started
oh,
off okay, fell
oh,
off a cliff. They took the play calling from him for 4 games, 5 games, however long it was. Everybody picked it up. So they told us right there that they didn't want to play for Jimmy Lake. So what did they do? Very last game of the year, after they came out after halftime, they said, "Man, the hell with it. We through with it. We just gonna throw it in our hand."
bro, I'm
But thank you,
sorry.
man, for that donation. Truly appreciate it, man. $2 to the
Thank you.
super chat. That big low say, man, that's the Superman chat. But
Uh,
I mean,
yeah,
that's
man.
crazy. Get screwed twice the same way by a coach and a quarterback.
Bro, my thing is what really, and I try not to think about it because I don't like to get mad and upset
I
about
can
it.
see
It's
that too,
water,
Mills. Go ahead.
it's water under the bridge now, right? But when you go back and you think about it, man, if this defense could have just been playing like that from week 1 instead of from week 13 on beyond, Lord have mercy. I'm just thinking about that Chiefs game. I'm thinking about shoot the Steelers game. Oh
We
gosh,
got cheated. We got cheated out of that Chiefs game. I'm gonna just
bro,
keep
that
that
Seahawks
undiscussed.
game. That Seahawks game makes me upset every time I think about it. That's just a team we should have never lost to last year. DK or no DK. It just like, but you know, at the end of the day, again, that's over with now.
Piss poor play calling.
Raheem Morris in that press conference. I know. I think you got a little something. What's up, Kier? I know you got a few things going on about that. Got a few snippets from that press conference.
Yeah,
Huh?
man. Let's listen to the way he said about Kirk Cousins and why he don't think he's going to play. And I can't stand excuses. And he pretty much said what I knew he was going to say. He just got to keep it PR. He got to keep it PR as to not to piss everybody off. Let's just leave it at that. Because I can say some other things that really piss everybody off, but I don't want to do that. But listen to what he got to say right quick.
Let's not choose violence
on the field in some preseason games.
No, Kirk Cousins' problem last year when we had to make the change was turnovers, right? All things that I can evaluate within the steady confines of what we're doing right now. So, like, if we feel like we want to get him out there, just get him some work, and I'm going to definitely compromise with a guy that's been playing the league for that long, right? Like, that's a guy that's been playing the league for a lot of time. He knows the amount of work he requires. He knows exactly what he needs to be ready, and I'm definitely going to communicate with him. Different than with the Michael Penix, right? Different than with anybody else in the football team. You're talking about that kind of a vet.
Again, distractions. There's no point of having him. I mean, we knew we was going to have him just being on the team anyway. That's a distraction. So Raheem Morris honestly is not trying to add to
beating around the bush. Yeah, he beat around the bush.
Yeah,
he just point blank said he's not going to play. And just like he said, yeah, but think about it, man. Just be honest with people, man. Just say it from the jump. But he should have just said it 2 weeks to 3 weeks ago when training camp started. Kirk Cousins in the backup, and we're gonna leave it at that. Next question, and just leave it at that. No need to get an explanation as to why he made a change. We know why you made a change. Come on, man. I mean, stop beating around the bush. Just say Kurt is our backup quarterback. Next question. All the rest of that stuff ain't even called for, man.
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, we're gonna have to deal with whatever consequences come, regardless. We're going moving forward. Again, essentially rookie year for Michael Penix. Still continue to give him all the encouragement he needs. To continue to be a veteran. Tell him what you see. Tell him what he could do. Tell him, just give him the good pointers that you can be that good veteran, because you're getting paid to do it. You've been paid to pretty much do it. Now,
$27 million assistant quarterback coach or whatever you want to name it, because he getting paid to be in the film room, he being paid to practice, he getting paid for free. So I mean, come on, man. Come on.
And then at the end of the year, we'll see what happens. If Kirk is still at the end of the year, we'll see what happens. I got an idea what's probably gonna happen. And if I had some scissors, I'd go ahead and illustrate. But at the same time, we'll see what happens. I don't want to jump the gun or anything like that, and talk for another grown man, Terry Fontenot, Raheem Morris, Arthur Blank, and I don't know exactly what they want to do, but I know what I do. So,
have you ever seen that show called NCIS?
I have.
When the boss, when you were standing next to Raheem Morris when y'all took that photo the other day. Yeah. When Agent Gibbs always slapped Tony DeNozo upside the back of his head, just do like that. That's what you should have did to Raheem Morris the other day. But
I don't think I would have got the picture if I did. And that hat would have been coming off the head too.
It would have been leaning T.I. style at that point. But Mighty Man, thank you for another donation, bro. That's if I can count correctly, that's $7, man. I appreciate you, my brother. That might be good for that might be good for a 5 for 5 tomorrow. So appreciate it. But he said Simmons gave up that touchdown right before the half ticked me off. Chris told you at practice I was gonna come through.
He did say that. He did say that. He was like, man, I'm gonna have to pull up on y'all boys when y'all for the live, man. Throw up a little super chat. So we definitely appreciate you for doing that.
We appreciate you, man. Hey, man, if y'all want to donate to the super chat, y'all can do it before the show, after the show, during the show, whenever, man. Just go to the thanks up under any video that I post, any video, and if you can post up under the thanks, I highlight it during the show that you donated on the thanks, and I truly appreciate it. And I just learned something new today. They have a new community tab. So I'm gonna get more active on the community tab. And once I get active on the community tab, we can have any conversation that y'all want, post it in the community chat, right. And hold a whole conversation. And if it boils over, we can do a show off of that. So we're gonna find a way to make this thing jump.
And if y'all think Smitty getting too much money for his chicken wings, you can always, donate to the channel, right? And be like 4A1, because I need wings too.
You ain't right.
Hey man, you've been getting a lot of wings in lately, man. What's up with that?
Hey man, it's been a long journey back, man. You know what I'm talking about. It's been a long journey back. Hey man, sometimes let me tell you, man. Right. Man, YT get you sometime. So and they got me for 6 months straight. So it was a long jump back up. But Mixed Matters said sometimes you say too much to the media and they flip the whole script. And that's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about the whole book. It's just like, T Will said something earlier today. He was like, man, you can have 10 people witness something and get 10 different stories. And he ain't lying. Because you can, bro. Come on, man. I'm talking about that. It'd be a whole book. It come out being one thing and then it turns into a whole different novel. And it just be.
And that's why I said keep it brief. Tell them Kirk Cousins to back up. Next question. It don't get no easier than that. They can ask the same question many times as they want. All you gotta do is say next question, and that's the end of it.
And it be your own people.
Yeah, what's up, my guy?
We already don't had an AJC writer come out about, is Kirk Cousins that could be better than Michael Penix? It's just like, bro, why are we even writing stuff like that? It's just like, why even?
I mean, D-Led, man, he get more criticism and hate more than anybody.
And he didn't even write.
I get it warranted sometimes because of the things he says, but I mean he's a writer. He's a right to his own opinion, and that's what people have to understand. So at the end of the day, I mean, you can say what you want, just like me and you have our opinion about what's going on. It's just an opinion at the end of the day. So it's nothing major.
Right.
Let's see. Miss Carey had a super chat. I apologize.
Hey, what's going on? Thank you for the super chat.
Man, I might be able to get me a whole Papa John piece with this.
Falcons, please stay healthy and win the division. Yes.
Amen times 1,000. Amen times 1,000.
Thank you. I'm talking about for real.
And she gave you $5 as well.
That's what I'm talking about. Should have known she was gonna come through.
For A1 wings, please try to go to your channel, Chris. It would let me donate. He almost there.
I ain't got enough watch hours yet, believe it or not, man. And then I've been doing some tinkering with my channel too, man, because I realized, I was doing a lot of shorts and whatnot, and I was like, man, I got to get some more lives and long form videos and stuff like that, because those would be the things that really get you to interact with the people more so than a short,
Yep, absolutely. So, Mick Carey, thank you for those donations. We truly appreciate it.
Looking out for a brother and his wings.
Winston said Ross started to sound ticked off by Kirk Cousins antics. I mean, we all are, and I've been telling y'all that it was gonna be a problem down the road anyway. And truly, he has to answer the question the best way he can, because believe me, he from New Jersey, and I know how they can go 0 to 60 real quick. So he just answering the best way he can. But he said hindsight is 20/20. But Rob punched in the air like Trey on Boys in the Hood over the contract. Yeah.
Hey man, hey, all jokes aside though, that was a very emotional scene. Very emotional.
But Kirk, I don't think Kirk Cousins plays another down for the Falcons. If he does, it's gonna be because I mean, Penix not, he's hurt. Because even if he's going through his growing pains, I still wouldn't pull him. Just like you wouldn't pull Kurt when he was going through his growing pains with a messed up shoulder. Give Michael Penix the same respect.
Man, Michael Penix. Okay, so we got to start knocking on wood around here with these injuries and talking about anything that got to do with Michael Penix. But so I'm knocking all around it. But Michael Penix, for me, I'm just so sold on Michael Penix starting and Kirk Cousins sitting down that Michael Penix could probably come out and, dare I say, look Desmond Ritterish, and I still wouldn't sit him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to let him take his bumps, man. Just like Kurt took his bumps with his broken shoulder, you got to give Michael Penix that same respect. I mean, the video is out of Penix fighting. I mean, I honestly, Zay,
That sounds like a bad cramp.
yeah.
Ritterish. That sounds like a bad. Oh God, if they ain't catch you in the back of your calf, boy, you're done.
That's our career ended. Oh man. When he got benched, he was standing on the sideline, plotting the helmet on the damn tablet. Yeah, Travis, I agree. Yeah, Miss Carey, we thank you for those donations, man. We thank you. Thank you. Yeah, like she said, man, please hit that like button, man. You ain't even got to subscribe. Just hit the like button so we can hit the algorithm. That'll help out just as much as a sub. So if you don't like what if you see, I mean, hey, I try to get better, but I do the best I can. But trust me, when you mash that like button, hey, Miss T, what good? Miss T. She said, I agree. You want to let's stop talking about Penix having an injury. Yeah, they'll put that energy in the air, man.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Hey, man, I'm just saying, man, it say it in the good book, man. It's power in the tongue, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. Boy.
Hey, Pastor, I always say that, man. Do not speak. You know, words can have power, man, at the end of the day.
That's why I've been praying for the playoffs. I've been praying for a playoff berth, and we're going to go from there. We're going to get to the playoffs, and we're going to go from there. Wherever we go from there is where we go. I just want to get there. Tired of not being there. Tired of flipping my channel, finding movies to watch in January because I don't want to see other folks or teams succeed. I'm tired of being bitter. I'm tired.
Oh, man.
Catching up on shows, she'll be watching football. That's just crazy.
Facts. Dan said Penix is the future of this franchise. Terry Fontenot ran at 4.5 speed for this investment. Respect to the GM. Absolutely. He said, tape your mouth shut now.
Mouth shut.
Oh, man. But we got one more topic we want to discuss, man. But yeah, I think Kirk Cousins played his last down. And I mean, y'all can continue to drop the comments in the comment box. But I know y'all gonna want to drop comments on this because this has been out for a while. But A1 want to talk about it right quick. And we're gonna throw it back there in the background so y'all can see it. And don't everybody run to the keyboard and type fast because trust me, it's gonna be crazy. But
I just gotta know.
We gotta know. I mean, if it'll come up. There we go. Who are y'all top 4, which means Mount Rushmore? Who's on y'all Mount Rushmore of Atlanta Falcons? I want to know.
They got Deion Sanders, and this is credit to Sports Junkie, and they were saying that Deion Sanders, Julio Jones, Matt Ryan, and Michael Vick is the Mount Rushmore of the Falcons.
Ooh,
and I
boy. And that's crazy. They only got one old school player. One.
Yeah, only one. Everybody else is kind of new school, and it kind of makes me feel like, okay, what's the age bracket of the people who are making these? Like, I know for a lot of people, Deion is easy because prime time.
They got to be 30 and under. They got to be 30 and under.
And then my thing is, Vic was electric. I get what you're saying. But to be honest with you, I don't know how everyone else is feeling. And maybe we need to feel, if you agree with this 4-man Mount Rushmore, then please put a 1 in the chat. But if you feel a little different, like maybe you can sub out somebody or switch it up a little bit, then please give us a 2. But Smitty, what do you think about this Mount Rushmore?
I got to give it a thought, man. Well, actually, I don't. I'm lying. I'm lying. I ain't got to give it a thought. Atlanta Falcons Mount Rushmore. To me, honestly, Deion is on this list, But you can make a case at cornerback for Roland Lawrence as well, as far as Falcon all-time cornerbacks. And that's no slight to Dion. I mean, he's probably one of the greatest Falcons to ever play. But when people talk about best Falcon cornerbacks, you can put Roland Lawrence in that conversation. But I will put Dion on the Mount Rushmore. Matt Ryan. Absolutely Matt Ryan. Best Falcon all time, number one on my list. I don't care who like it. Julio Jones. Reset the Falcon record books as far as receiving, except for touchdown receptions. But as far as being, most 250-yard games all time at one point, most receiving yards a game all time, and that's better than Jerry Rice and anybody else. So yeah, I get Julio, Matt, Dion, number 3. But I'm gonna throw a curveball like I always do.
All right.
I gotta say Claude Humphrey. And the reason why I say Claude Humphrey is my number 4 on my Mount Rushmore is Claude Humphrey was one of the best defensive players before Dion came along. He was there when Toby Nobis was playing. He was part of that grit blitz defense. And when you talk about sacks and defensive end and pressures, he was one of the best defensive players in the NFL during his era. He just happened to be on a team that couldn't put up points. And if y'all remember, I think it was 1977, the Falcons actually owned one of the best seasons when it comes to defensive points per game at 7.8. And he was one of the catalysts to that. So Claude Humphrey would be my number 4 guy. So there's Dion, Matt, Julio, Claude Humphrey. So that's my 4, man. And I'm not backing off of that because Claude Humphrey do not get enough respect, and it's a damn shame. He had to wait 30 years to get in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, he pretty much had to wait almost to the end of his life just to get put into the Hall of Fame. Now I know it. Now I know the argument was like, well, he played on a bunch of bad teams. Well, if we could ask any of those people that had to play against Claude Humphrey, regardless of what the Falcons' record was, I guarantee you they had the game plan for him every single day, every single week. And in Falcons history, he is the best pass rusher that the Falcons has ever had. So I'm not gonna lie to you, Claude Humphrey is up there for me too. Matt Ryan, absolutely. Talking about first ballot, you know what I'm saying? He has to be there, Mr. Falcon himself. Also, man, see, Julio Jones, it's like it's hard not to put Julio up there. Like, how could you not? I know the thing about it is Terrence Mathis is still going to be one of my favorite receivers of all time from the Atlanta Falcons, just because I laid eyes and really was able to understand what I was looking at as a kid. It was Terrence Mathis for me.
His name always popped on the screen in the mid-90s. Absolutely.
Right. It was Terrence Mathis for me. So with that being said, like, I mean, I still think about Terrence, but Julio, another level. We already know. He was never supposed to have that height and have that and be that fast and have that ability. And he was just almost like an anomaly. I don't know how many more Julio Joneses we're going to see for real. But so yeah, I can put him up there.
If you want me to be honest, when you talk about athletic ability, I could say Julio is probably the Michael Jordan of the NFL when it comes to athletic ability, because it wasn't nothing he couldn't do. Because when you talk about a guy having 250 yards in 3 games, and one of those games was 300 yards, think about that. And no other player did it more than once. So yeah, and think about it. If we had, and I don't want to badmouth the coach, but if we had coaches that could have took us to the next level, and there's no shot to Mike Smith, great coach. There's no shot to Dan Reeves, great coach, but they just couldn't get the job done. So if you give us, say, like a Bill Belichick type coach, one that could get us to the next level, Julio probably would have shattered all the records, man, because when you look at how they use Julio at some points, getting at the goal line, you take him out the damn game. What sense did that make?
I ain't gonna lie to you. If a Belichick type coach, I don't even think Julio gets the yards that he gets, and I don't think he's a Falcon as long as he is. Because one thing about Belichick, he did not care about no names. He would trade your behind. Look what he did
Exactly.
to Randy Moss. You think Julio Jones was going to be safe on the Falcons with a Belichick?
No,
Absolutely not.
no, but I'm saying just a type coach that could just, take this team to the next level. That's all I'm saying. Just say like the blunder that they made in the Super Bowl by not running the damn football. Just something simple like that. That's all I'm saying.
Tommy Nobis is a good one too, though.
Hey, Cora, CJ, my bad. CJ, I'm just saying. I know that Brady, when it comes to championships, it's to Michael Jordan, but I'm talking about athletic ability. You have never seen a wide receiver with the athletic ability. Now, Megatron, he could be an exception, but to me, Megatron more like a LeBron because he was bigger than Jordan. To me, LeBron was a tad bit more athletic in the way he can do. At 6'9", 250 pounds. So that would be a Megatron comparison as far as athletic ability. But as far as athletic ability, that is why I put Julio as a Jordan, not as far as accomplishments. But Ken made a good point, man, about Tommy Nobis. Tommy Nobis should be in the Hall of Fame because if y'all don't know Tommy Nobis,
yes,
328 tackles in his rookie year, never probably be done again.
Unheard of.
I thought it was a misprint, but I went back and researched it over and over again, and it was true. And he got drafted twice. He got drafted in the AFL, but when the Falcons came in the next year, he got drafted again, came to the Falcons instead. So, it happens. And let's talk about Jesse Tucker if y'all want to talk about linebackers.
I was about to say, hold on, wait a minute, because I ain't finished my list.
Okay, go ahead. My bad.
As far as Matt, you got Julio. Again, I got Claude Humphrey, and I'm not gonna lie, Jesse Tucker is on that list for me too. I know Tommy Nobis as well, and really you could put Tommy Nobis there. And if you do, I have no problem with that because I can put Tommy Nobis there too. But a guy who has played for the Falcons, gave the Falcons everything he had, and is not respected enough, should be a Hall of Famer. But Zach Thomas, whatever, it's just Jesse Tuggle, man. Jesse Tuggle should be a Hall of Famer. He should be a gold jacket wearer. It's just, but he's not, and that's just crazy to me.
And look, and we can't use bad teams as an excuse.
Bro, the Dolphins didn't know nothing like that when Zach Thomas was on it.
But no, players like Leroy Selman of the Bucks. The Bucks were bad. They were bad, when he played for them. You talk about let's see, you could say Derrick Brooks and Warren Sapp. They turned the Bucks around. If it wasn't for them, the Bucks probably wouldn't be the Bucks. So at some point, the ownership just got to change the way they think, their philosophy, and the way they do things, man. That's all I'm saying in a nutshell. And Tony Wright, absolutely right. Claude Auburn, one of the best defensive end in the history of the NFL.
Yes,
absolutely,
and definitely for the Falcons. We give John his love, and I ain't gonna lie, he deserves that. We give a lot of guys they love, but when it just comes to like getting after the quarterback, there's still nobody that did it better for the Falcons than Claude Humphrey. I know a lot of us wasn't around to see it, but just saying. They got an argument going on in the chat right now saying Matt without Julio wasn't nothing out, Matt. Real quick though, you do know that both of those guys had success before they
you can say Uncle William as well. Uncle William.
They used to call Julio the legendary Julio Jones in Alabama. And then Matt Ryan actually was up as a Heisman candidate. They were calling him Matty Heisman. So it's like, I'm just saying, like, guys,
hey Kibu,
it was the perfect marriage, I feel like, together with getting Julio with Matt together. They helped
it happened for a reason. And let me tell you why it happened for a reason. We were going out to AJ Green at draft, and Cincinnati wanted too much to move up to that spot. So what do the Falcons do? They said, yeah, with it. We're just gonna go get Julio and see what that brings us. And guess what? Julio and AJ did have pretty Hall of Fame careers. Let's keep it honest. But I think we got the better of the deal because Julio was just a freak of nature, and then you had Roddy White already here. So he landed in the perfect spot. But Kibu, this is what I was going to say. I've had this conversation with John Abraham, I know, 5 times at least. 5 times. And if I didn't have to delete that video that I did, the first one that I did, well, it was the second video that I did with him. He was actually having breakfast in a crazy story, true story. He was in South Carolina having breakfast. And I was just up, acting crazy. Said, man, let's talk Falcon football early in the morning. Let's just, get a Falcon fan something to talk about. He said, man, let's do it. And he was sitting there eating breakfast and doing the interview at the same time. And I asked him about the Hall of Fame. And he'll tell you, and he said the same thing. He said he's just not the people cup of tea. And what he meant by that with the media, they got their picks and, the way they do things, because as I said it with Jerry Allen, if Jerry Allen is going to be right there in the Hall of Fame this year, that means John Abraham should have been there years ago, because they're right there. And the thing about it, John Abraham, I think is third all time in forced fumbles. Not only sacks, forced fumbles. So he should have been there. But he had the off the field problem, with the media taking the photos and the videos. He was going through things, with the CTE. But that's just the way. If the media paints you in a negative light, if you ain't got the right person in your corner, it's gonna be a battle uphill. Because Lawrence Taylor's in the Hall of Fame, he stayed in the news. Michael Irvin in the Hall of Fame, he stayed in the news. So it's just all about who you got in your corner. But guess what? Michael Irvin had Jerry Jones. Lawrence Taylor had the New York media market.
Yeah. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I will want to say this too, though. About this list. This is not a bad list, though. It's not a bad list. It's just when I think about the Atlanta Falcons, I just know there are other players that were maybe not the popular pick, maybe not as polarizing, maybe not just the showstoppers like Shawn Michaels or anything. But it's at the same time, though, bro, you just got to remember, just from that Atlanta Falcons history, there are some guys like Claude Humphrey, like Tommy Knowles.
Thank you, T. Appreciate it.
Salute to you. Like Jesse Tuggle, who was a factor in the Atlanta Falcons history. So, it just, again, the list ain't bad, though. But I respect everybody's honesty. Again, Maddie and Julio, they're going to be there for me. I love prime time. Always will love prime time. Best cornerback to me in history.
No doubt.
Just from everything he could do, even when punt returns and everything. But again, I'm just thinking about the old
longevity too.
Longevity as a Falcon. That's what I'm thinking about. Longevity as a Falcon.
And that wasn't his fault, because they just didn't want to give him a contract.
It wasn't.
Yeah, so.
It wasn't. And I know that's another reason why people will put it there too. Now, I feel like a lot of people probably take Vic off the list just because of things that happened. Some people still,
no. What he did for the city, if that's the way they feel, that's the way they feel. But the way that the reason why I did the way I did was because with Claude Humphrey, he just gets no credit, man. He's got to be my 4 because he didn't get no credit, man. He could have been a Falcon in the Hall of Fame in the 1980s. He retired in 82. He should have been in the Hall of Fame by 88 or 89, probably year with Dion, and got drafted. So he had to wait 30 years, and it's pretty sad. But Miss T, she wanted to know. She said, what I would take on Pierce getting double teamed in the preseason already. I mean, that's a good sign. That's an absolutely good sign.
That makes me feel like the scouting that Terry Fontenot did is, was accurate, because he is scheduled to be that guy that get after the quarterback. He already, that's another reason why Leonard Floyd is here. Those guys are similar body types and they do similar things. You're going to have Leonard Floyd grooming our guy, James Pierce. And then when it's time for Leonard Floyd to move on, James Pierce will have a few more, feathers in the cap and a few more knowledge on the game and everything, knowing how to play. So he's scheduled to be that guy. Now, you already know, before Jalen Walker fell to us, we were going to take James Pierce anyway. It was just, hey, man, let's just double dip and go ahead and get 2 good players that can do 2.
And they were actually debating still.
Right, bro. That time was going down, right? Remember, we was talking about it. That time was going. We were like,
That
okay,
was
what you
probably
gonna
the craziest draft show I done to date. That was
do?
crazy.
And it was something else.
But Ken said Humphrey and Tucker. I wouldn't argue with either pick. If I had to pick one, it'd probably still be Tucker. I couldn't
Yeah,
argue with that because
Jesse,
look, if you look at Jesse Tucker's stats, it's similar to Ray Lewis, and we all know Ray Lewis is the greatest linebacker of all time,
just
and that
about.
says a lot.
Yeah, man. So it's just again that whole thing when Zach Thomas went in, and I'm still can't see Jesse Tuggle get in. It's no disrespect to Zach Thomas. I just feel like if you was to switch both players and put Tuggle on the Dolphins, he would have did the same thing with the Dolphins. I really believe that. Not saying that Thomas wouldn't have done the same thing with the Falcons, but
Right.
I'm just saying we kind of already had someone similar with Keith Brooking. So it just like it just
And there's somebody name that's probably going to be in the ring of honor one day too, down the road because he actually deserves it. We don't never forget about Brent Grimes. Me and Chris talk about Brent Grimes down there every day.
Oh yeah, man. I'm talking about.
Yeah, you can argue Barkowski too. You can argue Barkowski.
You can, because Barkowski, man, shoot, we had some of our darkest days, but with him, but he was still out there slanging.
Yep, Urlacher is in the Hall of Fame.
Yep,
Absolutely,
Urlacher is in the Hall. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's just like it's a crime that Jesse is not.
Actually, want to tell you, Jesse Tucker had 200 tackles 4 times.
Come on now. I love London Fletcher. London Fletcher was so underrated, bro.
5'9" menace.
I'm talking about tackling machine. And all the way, like what London played, he was about what 38?
39, yeah.
30, you know what I'm saying, bro? And my thing is before his last year, he was still playing at a high level, but you could see him starting to kind of like, starting to go down a little bit. I mean, but London, absolute athlete. Shout out to him.
I mean, I get what you're saying, Dan, by business logic. But I get that part, but you can't forget about the impact they made on the team, man, because you gotta think Nobis, like I said, Nobis and Humphrey played together for a little while, not long, but a little while. And they put together one of the better defenses in the league. It just, the offense wasn't nothing. I mean, no slight, because I know football is a hard sport, but Atlanta and the Smith family even then didn't really care about winning. They just wanted to sell tickets. But when Arthur Blank gets here, first thing he does, marketing the team, change the uniform, drafts one of the most electric players to ever play college football. And from that point on, he did it throughout his time. He wanted to draft Calvin Johnson, couldn't get a trade done. As I said earlier, he wanted to draft H.A. Green. Instead got Julio Jones. That worked out the best.
Definitely
Gets one of the best free agent pickups in all time, and Mike Turner, who's probably one of the better running backs all time in Atlanta Falcons history. So Arthur Blank has put this team in position.
Don't sleep on Alex Mack. Don't sleep on
Alex Mack as well. Alex Mack as well. So I'm saying he's always, thought about his team as far as putting things where they need to be. So I mean, I get your logic, but
the Lakers. I got it.
Ooh, that's easy, man.
Dylon, and Dylon.
You stupid.
Hawks fan, man.
Oh man.
Hawks fan.
Tremel. Ooh boy. Ooh, man, I'm gonna say Jerry West, Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson, and Shaquille O'Neal. And I'm putting him over Wilt Chamberlain.
No,
because Shaq was just dominating.
And over Kareem, ain't it?
Yeah, but Kareem started with the Bucks, and I feel like he meant more to the Bucks than the Lakers. He was out of his prime with the Lakers, but he still had Magic and Worthy and all those guys.
Right. Yeah, he still had old Cap.
Scorpio, what's up, my guy? Augusta's finest. Ken said Scott Case and Mike Ken.
Woo! Hey man, Mike
That's
King.
Another one.
I really do.
That's another one.
Mike King. So honestly, you really can make an old school Mount Rushmore and a new school. You really could.
Yeah, you can go either way.
Yeah, have two mountains sitting next to each other.
Yeah, he was
Old,
another 5'9", minutes. Shout out
old
to
Sam.
Sam Mills, man.
I seen
Rest in
somebody
peace,
say
man.
something about LeVar Arrington earlier. I was like, wow.
They were just trying to be funny. He didn't even play. He didn't even play long enough.
I was
Yeah,
like,
he was a
wow.
lifesaver. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But as we always do, man, we got about 5 to 10 more minutes because it's almost 11 o'clock, man. If y'all want to drop some more questions in before we get out of here, man, like we always do, we got a couple minutes for some questions, probably 2 or 3 questions, and we're gonna roll. Yeah, there was another pass rusher that doesn't get his credit, Patrick Kearney. Absolutely. And I
Man,
actually hate
listen.
that they traded him. They traded him after the injury, and the season he was supposed to play with John, he got hurt and missed the whole season. And the very next
Yes,
season, he went to Seattle. So,
Seattle. Man, it was never the
yeah,
same.
so nope. But he did produce. But
He
like you
did, but
said,
he wasn't Atlanta. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Man, Patrick Kearney, I used to fool with that guy, man. Like another one of my favorite Falcons, another one of them right there. Patrick Kearney.
Crazy thing is, he got drafted the year they made the Super Bowl, and he was part of that. That was
Hey,
crazy. Man,
just getting drafted into the
started
right
something good, man.
right time.
Well, he actually got drafted the year after they made the Super Bowl. My bad. But he ended up with 58 sacks with the Falcons, which probably ranks him in the top 5, if I'm not. Well, that ranks him second because John Abraham broke his record. So, yeah, that ranks him second all time. So let's hope we can get James Pierce to get up to that range.
That would be lovely. Definitely be lovely. Shoot, man, I
Now,
ain't gonna lie.
Patrick Kearney did have 14 and a half sacks his first year in Seattle, but then the injuries kicked in and he was never the same.
It was over with after that. I remember that first
Yeah.
season. I was upset about it because I was like, man, we still could have had that. But then, like the very next season, over with. It was
What's up,
almost
Ron?
like that was. It was almost like that was the last hoorah for him.
Miss T having a rough start, man. He can't shake the hamstring injury.
Yeah, he got a
Once he shakes
hamstring
that
right now.
hamstring, yeah, once he shakes that hamstring injury, he'll be fine. But he got to shake that first. Who do you think will have the most impact for rookie season for us? Walker, Pierce, Bowman, or Watts? That's an excellent question.
I had to choose one. Dang, that's tough because I was just about to go with one, but then something clicked in my head, like, but
I think Walker gonna get the most reps because he's the most versatile. And I think Pierce is gonna be a rotational guy to start off. So I go Walker because I can see him playing edge, inside, playing as a blitzer, dropping back in coverage, spying on mobile quarterbacks. So I got to say Walker because I think he'll get the most reps. What you think?
I got to go Billy Bowman, especially if he ends up winning that nickel position. His importance is going to be up there because that means he was good enough to beat out a veteran in that position. And you think about it, he's going to be in the box. He's going to be that heat-seeking missile. But, just going in his zone, he's a pretty good tackler too. So if he ends up winning that starting job, it's going to be Billy Bowman because he's also going to be in that slot. Week 1,
Right.
we will see Ibuka. And we need to make sure that Billy Bowman can, hold up against them. I mean, it's not just going to be all just on him, but we already know the matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad you said that because with Bowman and Watts, we can see a lot of 3 safety sets because both of those guys cover like corners and hit like linebackers. And both of those guys are going to help the run game. So I can't wait to see what either one of those guys do. So you can go. Yeah, and it's a good problem to have because you can go with either guy that he called. You can go either one of the 4. So, but I just got to go Walker.
I'm eventually expecting to see a lot of I'm expecting this more so, let's say past week 11, like week 12, 13, somewhere in that area. But I'm expecting to see more sets to where you will have DeMarco Hellams, Jesse Bates, and Xavier Watts. Because good luck. You got ball hawks out there and you got hammerhead shark. So it's just like
Take your
Good luck.
pick your poison. Yeah,
You poison.
pretty much.
And you still got Billy Bowman out there roaming somewhere, possibly on different packages. Man, I'm just saying.
Hey, Miss T, Watch don't look scared. He just adjusting to the next level. That's all.
Yeah, he
Once
got it.
he got to adjust, and he got a great guy in the film room with him, on the field with him, and Jesse Bates. So once he gets acclimated to this level and catch up to the speed of the game, trust me, he's gonna be a heat-seeking missile, and he's gonna be a turnover machine. So
Yeah,
trust me, just give him time.
Let him get acclimated. My thing is, like I said in the other day in about practice, you could tell that he wanted to go get the pick, but it was just that second of hesitation because it was like, okay, the ball popped up and it's like, oh, it's in the air. I'm finna go get it. But Jesse Bates, just being that veteran, that instinctive player, came in there and already got it. You know what I'm saying? I got this one, Rook. You get the next one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just the speed of the game, it has to slow down for him. So I believe he doesn't have to get thrown out there immediately. That's why I said later on in the season, get some more film, get some active live action. I can see Watts, Bates, and Helms back there. I really.
And we talk about versatility, man. Y'all got to think Watts played linebacker, and he started off as a wide receiver at Notre Dame. First of all, so he reads the field totally different from any other corner or defensive back out there. Because when you play wide receiver, you can look at what they're lining up to do, and you can probably pick it off before anybody on the field just because you kind of know what the set looked like or what the play looked like or what they're running. So IQ wise, like I said, once he gets to the speed of the game, all the rest of the stuff will start clicking in. And then look, guess what? He's going to start reading everything over the field, and they're going to be scared to throw his way. So it's going to be one side of the field shut down. And that's going to help the pass rush. That's going to help the run defense. So, I mean, Xavier Watts he's to me, just like I said with Jalen Walker, he's an ultimate weapon as well.
Right. Absolutely. I am absolutely with it.
Miss
Another
T said
super
she truly
chat from
hopes so.
Miss T.
She said she truly hopes so because I really like him and Pierce. My money would be on them both. And she meant Bowman. Yeah. So yeah, we hope so.
Hey man, I got high hopes for these guys, but my thing is, it's not just the guys from this year; it's the guys from last year, yesteryear. I'm looking for those guys, man. Like the Dorleses, the Zach Harrisons. All the AK. This is your year, man, because you got some help and you got some guy. I mean, as y'all see in that first preseason game, you had James Pierce coming from one side, AK coming from another side. Not gonna lie to you, I've seen that in training camp again, the joint practices as well. Been seeing a lot of James Pierce and AK rolling together. So, in a way, AK has a running buddy. Finally, I know he had Bud Dupree, but that was Mr. Almost. Like he'll generate some pressure and almost get there, but he just couldn't quite get his hands.
I mean, he did have 6 sacks. Come on, man, you can't do the man like that.
Hey, I'm just saying, but if I count up the almostes, that man supposed to have 22 and a half sacks. What?
You ain't right, man.
Am I lying, chat? Y'all remember Bud Dupree? He'll get there, and it almost be like that fisherman. Remember that fisherman? Oh, gotta be quicker than that. And just like, man,
you stupid, man.
I'm team youth movement. Team youth movement.
Vontae, let's get back to what you were saying, man. I want to see the Falcon offensive line, man, step up to the plate, man. They let me down last week. They could not run the football to save their life. So I would like to see the second unit offensive line step up, and run the football, man. At least give me 50, 75 yards or something. I mean, they couldn't even cross the street last week. So let's get it together. Second string offensive line. What matchup are you looking forward to?
To be honest with you, I'm looking, especially after all the chirping, all that stuff that's just been going on. I would love to see our defensive line versus their offensive line. I want to see more James Pierce. I want to see more AK. I know TQ, I think he's dealing with something as well, so I don't think he's going to be playing. But hey, where's Rook? Give me some more Dorless, who's been on the first team, getting first team snaps. So, I mean, hey, Zach Harrison, where you at? I want to see our guys, man, like straight up going after their quarterback. I'm sure that Cam probably may get a few snaps, and then it'll probably be if Brandon Allen is in there or not sure. But if he's playing, hey man, go put him on the ground, dirty that jersey up. You know, to give Falcon fans something to cheer for. So yeah, I'm ready. I want to see our defense, man. I want to see Jalen Walker. I want to see him getting after the quarterback. I want to see him dropping in coverage. I want to see him kicking out to the flat. I want to see him shooting the gaps. I mean, I want to see it.
Yeah. Kibu said, why did Vic Beasley not work out? One of my favorite players, see him in 2016. Work ethic. Just that simple. Yeah. If you notice with Dwight Freeney, it's something about him changed that year. He had somebody to push him. And not only, I can't put it all on him because the coaching staff's supposed to, pump him up to do well too. But I think Dwight Freeney just, pushed him out there, and he couldn't stay out there. So when Dwight Freeney left, he took the foot off the gas. He was never the same. But I will say this: as much flack as we gave him, name one player for the Falcons that have had at least 8 sacks in the season since he left.
It ain't been the soul. That's what I'm saying. It hasn't.
So that's why I can't completely call him a bust.
And my thing is, even that year, you think about it. I think Rashid Hageman was there too. He was an old head case. If he just would have kept his head on straight, he could have been something too. But you had Hageman, you had I think Claiborne, you had what's my other man? You just said his name, Dwight Freeney. So it just was it was a whole crew of folks we had, and it was good to see. But he wanted to he turned into Bishop Beasley too, man. So he wanted to, and my thing is, I'm not
putting that on God. I'm not putting that on God.
No, I'm not putting in. No. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, it's not like we haven't seen players walk away and say, "I want to go do other things." Just period. And that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to go be a pastor.
But he did play in the UFL.
Played for Raiders, played for UFL. I mean, he came back from the ministry to do that. And same time, look at the Hawks. AJ Griffin, he was traded to the Rockets. The next thing you know, he retired from basketball, and I believe he's in the ministry now. So It's not like things happen. People move on and go to do other things.
Yeah, because think about it, as we always say, a lot of us don't even make it our lifetime what they make in 1 year. So they may play 1 to 2 years. They made enough money last in the rest of their life. So I mean, I get it.
Facts.
AK and Dora's gonna be them dudes this year. Absolutely.
I'm hoping so. I'm rooting for those two. Zach Harrison, really tough. I really am.
If Doris does half of what he's capable of, our defensive line will be really scary. Absolutely, 100% true. But yeah, man, another great pop-up show, man. I want to thank y'all for coming through. We want to thank y'all for coming through, man. Chilling with us for a little while. I know it's late, but trust me, I'm just as old as the next man, and trust me, I need to have my old behind sleep right now. But when we come up with ideas and we want to talk about it, we'll jump on live anytime and talk to y'all. Have some conversation. But Kirk Cousins, he won't play another down as an Atlanta Falcon, and we gave y'all our Mount Rushmore all-time Falcons. So if y'all missed anything, man, go watch it from the beginning. It's only going to be an hour long, which is not long. So if y'all missed anything, man, look, go back and watch it. And anything that we put out, feel free to go back and watch it.
Hey, man, feel free.
So, and again, man, thank y'all for the super chats. We truly appreciate it. And again, y'all can catch us this season, man. Preview shows probably going to be on Wednesdays. Tuesdays or Wednesdays. We haven't came up with that idea yet. And we will have post-game shows no matter when the game is, right after the game, post-game shows. So it may be late because we got a lot of prime time games. So we just revving up for the season, man. So this late thing gonna become a part.
Get your coffee ready, Smitty. Get your coffee ready now.
Hey man, I got a big thermal cup right over there, man. So I'm good to go. Hey, it is a Falcons cup. So look,
there you go.
Gonna be some late nights, early mornings, man. Because anytime news break, y'all know I got you. And like we always do, man, tell us where to find you, man. Miss Carrie, we appreciate you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night. Hey, man, A1 Forever Sports, that's the
Appreciate you,
platform on
Winston.
YouTube. Please
Go
come
ahead.
over, like, comment, and subscribe. We just have a Falcon conversation. Braves. Oh, God, I don't want to talk about the Braves, but we can if you want to. The Hawks, you know what I said, man, I'm all about Atlanta sports, all the way around. Hawks Digest, speaking of them, the Hawks Digest, come on over there and find me there as well. Twitter, A1 Forever. Instagram, A1 Forever. Thank you, fam. Well, he said we turned into a pumpkin. Hey, but yeah, man. And also the real A1 Forever on TikTok. Also, man, for those who been catching our slow burns, me and Ryan, the historian, been doing the countdowns of the best Falcons, per number. And I think we've into about 4 shows, I believe, now. So the next show we're going to be having, I believe, is from 60 to numbers 51. So we're almost halfway there. I know we're going to be getting back into that real soon. It's just, training camp going on. So many other things going on right now to talk about, but we're going to get back into that as well. And shout out to them.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Y'all know where to catch me, man. Hey, I gotta have my chicken wing, Dan. Come on now. I gotta have my chicken wing. But yeah. Y'all know where to find me, man. Smitty Sports Machine on YouTube. As I try to bring out the latest news, also answer fan questions in the form of videos if it's a great question. And like I said, man, we got a great season coming. Preview shows, post game, headlines during the week. It's just gonna be, amped up since football is back, and I'm so happy because the off season is one of the most boring times of the year. And y'all can agree or disagree, but college football start back too, so I'm thinking about starting college football, channel as well. Still waiting on that. Might start a chicken wing channel. Who knows? But y'all know what time it is, man. I guess that's the cue because Chris said wow, so I guess that's the cue to get the hell out of here because it's time to go to bed and I'm getting tired. A chicken wing channel. I mean, yeah, I said it. Chicken wing channel. So I travel around Atlanta, find the best chicken wing around the world.
What that SpongeBob meme said, I'm going to head out.
Yep, let me head on out. Peace.